Let's continue our look at these patrons and start with the first one listed in the book called the Academy. As you would expect an academy to be, very much like a school. So that's pretty much what it is. But let's see what we've got right here. I like this little intro they have, supposedly a quote from Tasha. For all you novice wizards thinking about magic training, seriously consider apprenticing. I know liches who are still paying off their academy loans, right? That goes with the student loans you always hear about today. Nice little quote they threw in there. All right, so what's going on with these academies? The world's mysteries are innumerable, but you pursue them with vigor. As operatives for an academy, you seek to unravel the secrets of existence and the deeper riddles beyond. In your work, you brush shoulders with the wisest in the land, travel to places spoken of in myth, and discover truths about imagining. Denying ignorance, you pursue wondrous sights and endlessly unearth new facts. Undiscovered creatures, the covetous dead, and jealous rivals impede your work. But in the pursuit of knowledge, no risk is too great. So it's a good little summary of it right there. So how about the types of academies? Any assemblage of scholars and truth seekers can function as an academy. So an academy is something like a giant building. Could be a small group of people. Generally, an academy unites a network of learned individuals, allowing them to share their knowledge, further their research, and support common goals. Passing on wisdom to the next generation is part of an academy's mandate, but members find opportunities to undertake far-flung research expeditions. Only so much can be learned in the libraries. In other words, they get out and they actually do something hands-on. An academy's focus can be broad or singular, artistic or scientific, mundane or magical. For every topic with unexplored possibilities, an academy seeks to plumb its depths and elevate its study. So you can roll or pick on this academy type table down here. So you could roll a d6 if you like. I'd probably just pick the one I wanted. So number one, they got a boarding school. Students and faculty enjoy a familial relationship on a self-contained campus. So that's common knowledge there. That seems like what an academy would be like. Second right here, Arcane Enclave. Drawn together by cutting-edge magical scholarship, the Enclave's residents are hungry for secrets, reagents, and subjects. Third, a secret monastery. Ageless secrets remain the focus of contemplation and rigorous training at this site. It's like something for a monks there. Fourth, elite institute. This cutthroat college of science or the arts accepts only the creme de la creme of society and talent. You got to be the best of the best to be in there. Fifth here, Vault of Secrets. This conspiracy strives to keep or eradicate all knowledge of a specific truth. So maybe they're looking to bring something to light, or maybe they're looking to keep it hidden, one or the other. And last here, Museum of Dreams. Magical communication or shared dreamscapes connect a network of wide-ranging specialists. So those are some good ideas to get your academy started off and what you want its background to look like. So let's look at the academy perks. With an academy of your group's patron, you gain the following perks. 1, compensation. It's good. Everybody likes to get paid. The academy pays for the work you do on its behalf. The nature of your employment influences your compensation. On average, the academy pays each member of your group 1 gold piece a day, or enough to sustain a modest lifestyle. Alternatively, you receive a bounty, and it says at least 250 gold piece for each artifact or relevant discovery you bring back from your adventures and donate to the academy. Well, I would think something like an artifact would be worth way more than 250 gold right there. Next right here, documentation. Each member of your group has identification denoting your affiliation with the academy. This association carries clout in scholarly or artistic circles. So in certain groups, going to get you in places. The academy also secures documentation, letters of introduction, and traveling papers if your work requires them. Such documents grant you special status, such as access to forbidden regions, could be handy, or neutral standing in embattled areas. Such identification isn't always a boon, though. In a land frequently plundered by foreigners, your documents could mark you as nothing more than aggrandized looters to some. And the next you have research. Research is part of your group's job, but your patron also has abundant resources to facilitate such efforts. You can call in a favor to delegate the work of researching lore to a colleague, to a patron, or to a member of your group. This is a social contact, librarian, or research assistant. You're responsible for covering expenses incurred as part of this research, and the DM determines the success or failure. So you can see here they mentioned something about Xanathar's Guide for more information on that. Next here you have resources. Academies host libraries, museums, record repositories, and training facilities, and you can use them to further your work. You can call in a favor from faculty members to access resources not available to the public. Dangerous relics or magic items, spell books, gear, and the like, whatever it is you need. Additionally, you can consult with the faculty of your academy as the experts in various fields. And then lastly here, training. Because you're associated with the academy, you receive a discount on any education you wish to pursue. I'd make it like 50% or something like that. When you undergo training as a downtime activity, and again they reference Xanathar's Guide right here, there it is, you pay half the normal cost, assuming the academy teaches that subject. Training in languages, musical instruments, and other tools is also available at the DM's discretion. In addition, you can gain proficiency in the arcana, history, nature, or religion skills by this method. So if you can gain proficiency with one or more of those, it's always a plus. As if you were learning a language, a character can learn only one of these skills in this way. So you're limited to just one right there. Then they have Academy Contact. How much autonomy you have in choosing your missions and how often you're expected to perform on the Academy's behalf depends largely on your place in the institution's hierarchy. As students, new professors, or support staff, you aid the work of a senior professor or entire department. If you are further along in your career, you have your own goals and assistants, but you still take on assignments to further the goals of esteemed experts, deans, or the academy as a whole. So here's where your missions can come from. In any of these cases, a specific contact manages your relationship to the academy. Roll or pick from the academy contact table below. So number one right here they have listed. And again, you can roll a d6 if you want. A harried functionary. A disinterested secretary conveys written correspondence to you from an exceptionally busy or aloof senior faculty member. So that could be contact there. 2, a celebrated instructor. Despite their throngs of ambitious assistants, a celebrity researcher considers you their star pupil. Number 3, wizened fixture. A fantastically old, believed to be deceased librarian gives you assignments from the circulation desk they never leave. 4th, infatuated tourist. A flirtatious visiting scholar perceives your every report and donated discovery as a personal gift. 5th here, spectral fragment. A haunted piece of the Academy's collection compels you to complete its secret research. That sounds like an interesting one there. And 6th, distant observer. A mysterious sponsor encourages your research from afar to avoid alerting nefarious forces embedded within the Academy's bureaucracy. So trying to avoid the spies from within. And below they have the Academy factotums. If you have an academy as your patron, you are likely engaged in scholarly pursuit or support someone who is. Consider being a promising student. So here's your place in the school. Maybe you're just a good student or a new member of the faculty. While you have a modest course load that you handle behind the scenes or using any of your variety of downtime activities, your primary interest involves aiding your contact in their research. Alternatively, you might work to further the Academy's efforts in another way, perhaps related to security or funding. The Academy factotum roles table provides suggestions for functions you perform within an academy and the backgrounds frequently associated with each role. So let's see what goals and such you're going to have right here. So right up here at the top, you might be a student, might be a groundskeeper, professor, researcher, or financier, and then lastly, expert speaker, whichever you like right there. And then they have Academy Quest. These ought to be good suggestions here. The focus of your study and the Academy's research defines the missions you undertake. Academics struggle to keep one step ahead of their scholarly rivals. You got to always be the best #1 school, making many of them suspicious of, even hostile towards other intellectuals, and that is very common among colleges. Beyond rivals within their own profession, academics face challenges from their subjects, whether members of lost civilizations or magical beings, are suspicious anti-intellectuals. Not everyone wants to be the subject of scholarly scrutiny or thinks that solving the world's mysteries is important or desirable. The Academy Quest table presents a few of those sorts of endeavors for your work or studies. So let's see what you've got down here. Number 1, Aberrant Zoology. Now that sounds fun. You undertake expeditions to document, capture, and explain beings antithetical to the natural order. So go out and capture some kind of crazy creature, maybe something people have heard of but never really seen. Not sure if it really exists. Arcanodynamics. You investigate the ways magic underpins existence, exploring its flows and seeking ways to harness its nexuses. Number 3, Forbidden History. You reveal the lost truths of the world's darkest ages, pursuing the history of purposefully hidden or taboo eras. So find out something happened in the past. Cryptogeography. You search for proof of a hidden land or that the world isn't structured as commonly assumed. So looking for some new hidden region. And number 5, Restorative Antiquarianism. Man, where do they get these words? You track clues leading to plundered artifacts and then restore them to their rightful owners. So trying to find some old stolen item here. And 6, Evolutionary Divinity. You dare to explore what no mortal was meant to know, the origins of divinity. So those are some good ideas for Academy Quest. If you got some other good ideas for some type of quest and such right here, type them in down there at the bottom. So there's the first group patron covered. We'll look at some others very soon. Until next time, good luck and good gaming.